Let me now bring in the co-owner of Carrick Mor Irish Store in New Jersey, Michael McGowan. Michael, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you very much, Markie. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Big day ahead. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but today's got to be like your Super Bowl, right?
It is. This is our favorite day of the year. We love it. The customers love it. This is a very Irish region here in New York City, North Jersey. The customers are in a great mood. It's actually fun to have a store on a time like this, right? Because everyone's just wants to talk about Ireland and the same thing that I love.
Yeah, I bet it's just electric there today. How much of your yearly business comes in like this weekend and also today?
It's a good question. I mean, I would probably say 30–40%, between Christmas and St. Patrick's Day. Those are our two busiest times.
I know statistics show that spending on St. Patrick's Day has grown massively over recent years. 61% of Americans are celebrating, and they're spending a whooping $7 billion, the one with the B, Michael, this year.
Yeah.
Why do you think the Irish holiday has garnered such popularity for folks?
It's an interesting question. I've always wondered actually my whole life. I'm Irish. I was born in Ireland, but came here as a baby and grew up very interested in Ireland. And I think people just want a connection to their heritage. It's not really just about buying Irish things, right? It's about trying to find a connection to your heritage and somehow it becomes part of people's identity. You're Irish and you take an interest in this and they don't need this stuff. They want it because they're interested in it and love it. And that's why we opened it. Also because we love Ireland. And I think that's what's driving the sales, not the products. Products are beautiful, but it's the connection to Ireland, that we don't want to lose. And maybe some of these people are second and even third generation. They do feel like they're sort of losing that connection to homeland. And that's part of what drives it, I know, because I listen to them.
Yeah. Does it bother, my husband and I were driving around this weekend here in Chicago. We were passing all the bars and people from hopping from place to place, which is great. But my husband said out loud, do you think most of these people even know what they're celebrating? Does that bother you? And do you try to educate folks on the real meaning of today?
We do. When we opened the Irish store, we wanted to present Ireland in the best possible light. I'm not for the kind of celebrations that you just mentioned. I want people to have a good time and have fun. But I really want them to also acknowledge, Ireland is a very special place. We all come there. It was very hard when Irish people came to America and had to really struggle, right, to find their place here. And for them to now be celebrated in a place that was initially somewhat hostile to them is kind of amazing. They've made a good name for themselves. Our community has, and we've worked hard just like other immigrant groups. And I want to celebrate Ireland. And when we opened the store, that was very important. We wanted to present, Irish items in the best possible light and find the best things that were actually from Ireland, by the way. Sometimes, you go to buy Irish things, they're not from Ireland. That's no good, right? We wanted the best things handmade as much as possible to celebrate not just the products, but our collective heritage. It matters a lot.
Yeah, I know the items in your store are all from Ireland. I have just about 20 seconds left. What are some of the most sought after items in your store, Michael?
Well, I would say the number one, I just pulled one of them here. This is an Irish flat cap, which you might recognize, right? It's made of tweed patches.
Very dapper.
This is made by a company called Hannah Hats. They're the last Irish handmade hat maker in Ireland.
Wow.
So when you buy this cap, it's made of tweed in County Donegal in Ireland, and you know that someone made it with their own hands.
Yeah.
And we import it from Donegal, and that's one of the most popular items. Another is the type of sweater that I'm wearing now. This is called an Aran sweater, handmade in Ireland, all wool, really warm. A lot of people will call it a cable sweater. They're familiar with that, but it's called Aran because that's the name of the place where it comes from, the Aran Islands off the coast of Galway in Ireland.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.